Let's go to what we were originally.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go ahead and push that.
That's the one.
You know what I was thinking about? I like to sometimes bring it all together. This was kind of a week we talked a lot about free agents, free agency, the offseason. We got a lot of free agents in the NBA out there. Paul George, DeMar DeRozan, LeBron's probably going to opt out and become a free agent.
How many coaches should we put on that list?
You know who else could be a free agent today? Charles Barkley.
Man.
I guess TNT is going to find out whether or not it keeps the NBA rights.
Wow.
And if they don't keep the NBA rights, Barkley can walk, which he will.
And he said as much.
Yeah.
And Evan said in the green room, younger than us, that show inside the NBA is his Monday Night Football. And that hit me like, damn.
So there's a lot of big-name free agents out there, and I got another one. We haven't talked about this one. Daryle the Guru Johnson. You're apparently a free agent. Now,
Wow.
I didn't want to play into this, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm gonna, you know, what's the phrase? I'm gonna lean in. I'm gonna lean into this right now.
Was that a Radnich?
No. Lean in is now one of those corporate terms they use that means you are going to support something or accept it and try to contribute positively to it. Mm-hmm. So Daryle the Guru Johnson right now is a free agent. He has apparently denounced his Pittsburgh Pirates fandom, okay? He's denounced his Pittsburgh Pirates fandom. He says he's not rooting for him anymore. So we need Guru to get a new team.
Yeah.
We got to get a new team for Guru to root for in baseball. He's a free agent. Now, let's start this way. Why have you stopped becoming a Pirate? Why have you stopped being a Pirates fan?
Because the ownership has just given multiple messages that running this team is not its top priority. Getting this team back to prominence is number 10 thing on the to-do list.
All right.
And Bob Nutting, you need to sell. They got people out there that are saying, Nutting, sell the team. So to me, Steiny, I've endured, I'm talking about decades. Since he's taken over, it's obvious that they're putting nothing back into the team. They got some young players, and that's it. There's no accountability at all across the board. And I'm getting older by the day, Steiny, and I'm done, man. I am done. I want a winner. And I'm not a bandwagoner. I've been around since 79.
Okay, so the one place I'd almost want to go down is, does that mean that if you were an A's fan, you would have given up on him by now?
No, that is totally different. The players have nothing to do because it's about the players. Yeah, you hate ownership, but wherever the A's end up, Steiny, I would still root for them just like the Vegas Raiders and all the people I know, friends and family, followed them. Some turned in their license, and I understand that. But that's one of those, you know what? There's nothing to see here. If you want to give up on your fandom for the Oakland A's as a diehard, I understand this. This is no Diddy. This is a revolt. This is something I've had enough, Steiny, and I support it. I ordered the MLB League Pass, extra innings. I'm sick of it. And the owner doesn't give a damn.
So I've been thinking, you know, the Bay Area's, Oakland specifically, where I live, we've seen some teams move, and those fans have to figure out whether they're going to still root for the team or not. Oakland fans have to figure out whether they're going to root for the Raiders in Vegas. Are they going to root for the A's in SAC and maybe beyond? Was also thinking, you know, the Bay Area's got a ton of transplants.
Oh, my gosh.
Got a ton of people from other areas who are fans of teams that are in other cities. So I figured since we have some, obviously a lot of, you know, we got our locals, and then we got a lot of transplants, will some fan base allow Daryle the Guru Johnson in, or would you like to pursue Daryle the Guru Johnson as a fan free agent of your team? Would you want him?
We're Warriors.
Let's say hypothetically.
They know I'm real.
Let's say hypothetically You know, I was a Phillies fan. You know, I'd look cold and hard at you and say, do I really want Guru to be a Phillies fan? And I'd have to make that decision whether I would pursue you as a Philadelphia
But
Phillies
if you
fan.
know who I am at heart and I love hard, that should get me on, that should look good on my resume already. And I've been around, Steiny. No team has lost more than the Pirates. Maybe one other team we could think of since I've been rooting for them. But, man, I am, like, real quick, I got to go here. Jed York, we can talk about him and his deficiencies, but he's moved out the way. He's allowed the GM to go at the deadline or whatnot to bring something back to try to get this team over the top and get that championship. Jerry Jones, you could say all the stuff you want, but I know that man lays in bed at night trying to get his team back to the championship. Bob Nutting doesn't. He's just like the ownership with the Oakland A's. And Steiny, I'm ready, and I don't know if I need acceptance. Why can't I pick the team and then it's just me and the team?
Well, you could do that, but it's always nice for a free agent to get courted.
No,
it's always nice for a free agent to be shown what that team may have to offer. The other thing is, I'll just ask if you're listening, you're a Giants fan, San Francisco Giants fan.
I watch every game.
Would you welcome Goo in with open arms? Or would you say, you know what? Could kind of do without Guru as a Giants fan.
Wow.
How do you feel about that? 888-957-9570. We'll have some fun with that today over the course of the show. Let me ask you this, Goo. Besides a World Series champion in 6 months, like, what are you looking for in a team?
Effort. I'm looking not in this effort, and it's from the front office, Steiny. That it's bigger than the players. The players are trying. It's not that they're lollygagging. It's, you know what? I've buried my head in the sand for years. You guys are you're taking away. Then when you have players that are, start to do something, you send them off. And I'm just sick of it, Steiny. And the sweep against the A's, and it just made you take inventory. And I'm looking around what's going on in the world and the college campuses, and I'm trying to do right and live. I don't need that mess on my plate if you're not doing your part. And I'm talking about the due diligence of the ownership of the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I'm ready to go, man. And I feel it's therapeutic. And, Steiny, I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
The leader in the clubhouse, really, because I'm from the Yay, and I'm from the Bay, and I've been to those chips. I know 49er Frankie. I know Shasky. I know Bonte. I know Lubman.
Right.
I've watched every game. I know Kruk and Kipe. I go to the stadium. Right now, I'm leaning towards the Giants.
Oh, no.
And I'm a National League guy.
That's another. So there's another one now I'm going to be working with, Giants fan. Come on, Goo.
But it makes sense.
Might as well go back with the Giants, according to the 619. Not bandwagon. You'll probably get free tickets.
Well, there's no wagon to jump on right now, so this would be a great time.
650, let's put the rat on the table. Guru is cursed. If you let him be a fan of your team, then you're cooked.
Okay, what does that mean?
I guess it means that
Dallas won 3 Super Bowls.
Bad luck
in
is
4 years.
Yeah, but when
and the Warriors won 4. Now,
see 408 here, Guru, come over, baby.
I'm thinking about it.
Oh boy, go fill out an application. Says the 650.
The
I like this.
This
is I love this from the 650 because it's like
I am an
like
A's guy, but they're leaving.
It's like you're going in for a job interview.
Yeah.
What can we expect from Guru in terms of his commitment to fandom?
I would just say, look at my last job. I was there since 1979. What else do I need to say? I endured it all.
I guess the simple question that any interviewer or somebody in my position would say is, how do we know here in San Francisco with our Giants that you're not just going to do the same thing in 2 or 3 years with our Giants and renounce your fandom? How do we know that's not going to happen? Do you have any assurance to that?
Yes,
degree?
If you just look at my track record, 40 years of being a fan of this current team, if not more, I've never done that. So this is the first and only. You look at my birth certificate, the number, I don't got a lot of time left. And I'm not a team hopper. I'm making a statement, man. I really am. I can't just continue to love something that won't love you back. And right now, that's just the sad state of the Pittsburgh Pirates ownership.
All right.
Neil Huntington, all these Fs, all these guys that have taken over and failed at trying to get this team back in prominence. Steiny, this is lightweight exciting.
I also think Guru's got a little ammunition in the play hard to get category with the Giants, because wasn't it a year ago around this time that Giants ownership said they just wanted to break even? I mean, why should Guru want to be a Giants fan if he's unhappy with Pirates ownership?
That is a phenomenal question. That is a phenomenal question, and I'll answer it this way. I think we are at the end of an era in regard to Farhan Zaidi, Steiny. I think, Evan, he is on his way out, but he did go shopping. He was allowed to go shopping this offseason, and it's quite, I don't want to say perplexing to see some of our own not happy with the dish so far in regard to the dinner that the Giants are trying to make. But I just think this is a perfect time that the Giants are not 20 games over and I'm trying to jump on the wagon. I'm coming at a time to where they're under 500, but this is where I was born. This is where I'm from. This is my National League team.
510 says, I've been a fan of the Pirates since 1972 when my grandmother gave me a cap. Stick with us, Goo.
I wonder if that's true.
Too late.
72.
It's too late.
Yeah. I turned in my blog membership. I'm a part of the PBC.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's called the Pirate Baseball PBC Asylum, because you got to be crazy to be a Pirate fan. It's a blog. So I've met older and younger men throughout the last decade at Giant games, A's games. It's kind of cool. And I canceled my membership. I'm no longer part of the asylum.
Oh, okay.
I was Daryle the Pirate fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now next is your gear. Bring your gear in Monday.
Dibs did say that.
And let's get rid of it.
Is that
Yeah. No, you got to do that.
Burn it.
I would think so. Yeah. That's the thing that's done when you're renounced. It's not an official renounce until you burn the jersey.
Oh boy.
Hey, you always like to give me a lot of grief about. I could tell 1 second in when I walk into the office when they start.
I have to. I could write a book.
Okay, what about today?
Oh, you're on. Something happened last night. You had a good night.
No, something happened today.